Only true dogs fucking me and Big Nate. Wow. Shoot him in the greens, toss his body in that big lake.
What have you noticed now that you see in today's trainers than the trainers from yesteryear, like the Manuel Stewarts and the teachers of the game? What do you see now?
The difference is everybody don't take the time out to learn the person they're training. What I say to you to make you go ain't gonna be the same when I say to this 12-year-old, because he has a different language. I'm gonna learn you, and I might say, man, what the fuck is you doing? You're not doing right. And it might get you to go, but it might not work for Chris.
Right.
I might say, champ, that ain't us. You don't look good. Everybody have a different language. Some people you have to spread butter on, then put the salt on.
Right.
And learn who you're training. Once you take time out to learn that person that you're training, you can deal with them better. You know how to talk to them, you know how to get the best about them, you know what button to push.
Right.
And once you learn the button to push, you can really take them farther and farther. And they believe in you. Because they know my story is true. I went to them, I bust my ass, I made some of myself. So that ain't no lie. And once you can show them that and tell them that, it helps them out a lot, man. It makes them believe they can do the same damn thing.
Yeah.
Let's work hard.
Now, a lot of people know you from working with Floyd, and they didn't even know that you knew anything about training or anything like that, because somebody just thought like, oh, that's just his buddy and he's just hanging around. But I remember, what was it like when Floyd said, hey, come work with me? And were you already training other fighters before Floyd even called you?
I wasn't training no fighters at the time. I had just retired from boxing. I had a neurological situation, and I decided to retire. They told me to take a year off, but I decided I'm done. And there was a big article in the Ringside magazine about me retiring. And Floyd read a Ringside article, and he called me one day, and he said, Nate, what happened, bro? I'm like, man, I got to retire, man. I went to the doctor, and they told me that to take a year off, and I decided to retire. If you see something and you're telling me to take a year off, I'm just going to retire. And I just, so I didn't know what I was going to do with myself. And Floyd said, Nate, why don't you come down here and work with me? You know boxing very well. You're going to be a great trainer, Nate. You're going to be a great trainer. And he said that to me. And it clicked in my head. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be a great trainer. I was getting very depressed. I didn't know what I was going to do. But he was the first person that gave me the idea of going to training. And I felt that spirit again. I stayed away from the boxing gym because I was kind of depressed. And I had to always explain myself why I was retiring. And I got tired that everywhere I went, I got to do a lot of explanation. I didn't feel like doing that. So when Floyd said it to me, I took it to heart, and I became a great trainer. I came up under him, trained some of his fighters, and I've been learning to be a great trainer. Learn from his uncle, learn from his dad, watch them guys a lot. Remember the things that Buddy McGirt used to mimic to me. And Buddy McGirt taught me a lot about the game. Aaron Snowell taught me a lot about the game. I learned from them guys. They're my mentors and my friends to this day. Buddy McGirt, Aaron Snowell, Roger, rest in peace. Big Floyd. We don't talk as much. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? He taught me a lot. I love all them guys.
All right. And this is what I love about the game, because those are the teachers of the game. And when you got the teachers of the game that's in there and they're teaching you about all of the things that you should have learned early on in the game. And what I'm seeing in today's trainers is that today's trainers, they don't have a lot of experience with boxing. And it's happening in a lot of sports. The AAU and basketball, these most people, you just pay your money and you're an AAU basketball coach. You just take a little test and that's it. They don't even consider you. Most of these people don't have a lot of experience with boxing. They just a fan of it. And then they become trainers. Like most of the guys, like, I'm a retired police officer. And I used to, right now I'm a boxing trainer. And it's like, okay, I love the kids. I put them up. I was in the PALs. I used to take care of them. So their motivation is there, but they really don't know the game. So it's hard for them they just like, come on now, we got to train. Floyd used to do this. And they try to teach them everything Floyd did physically, but there's so many details that you don't know that Floyd knew because he was trained by people that know the game. And there's the small details that you don't know that help you win the fights. And these things that Floyd, knew, things that Nate knew, and some of the things that he helped Floyd with, because it was like, how could he help Floyd? Floyd's he's already great. So how could Nate? I get that question a lot. How could Nate hate Floyd? I mean, help Floyd Mayweather. Well, we're gonna let Nate answer the question now, because y'all asked me that 1,000 times. Now we got Nate here. He could tell you how he can help someone like Floyd Mayweather.
Well, the thing I helped Floyd out with the most was he didn't make a lot of mistakes. There was very few. But when Floyd made his small mistakes, I reminded him every time he made the small mistakes. And I kept him on top of his game with those small mistakes. And that's what kept him sharp and alert at all times. When he made those mistakes, I let him know about it, and I touched his shoulder and I whispered in his ear. Floyd wasn't the type of trainer. When you're training Floyd Mayweather, you had to do it in the smooth way. I had to learn Floyd, how to talk to him, how to come up to him and whisper in his ear. He don't like being in front scene when you didn't train him.
Yeah, grandstanding.
You couldn't grandstand Floyd.
Yeah.
You had to play back. It was his floor. He didn't share his floor a lot. When he let you in, you respect your space. He allowed you to have. Floyd Mayweather was tough to deal with in certain situations, but I understood, and it was his floor, and I respected it. And so I stayed in my lane, and I admired everything he taught me about the game. But Floyd he didn't share his space much.
Only true dogs fucking me and Big Nate. Shoot him in the greens, toss his body in that big lake.